What up? It is Bones, and in this one, we're going to take a look at my recently completed Grim Knight custom figure. Now, this is from the McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. Of course, I do own one unchanged figure with no modifications, and then I have my custom that I was free to do with whatever I pleased. So I had some ideas that I wanted to go with, and it's taken me a little while, a little bit of tedious painting, but I'm pretty much done with it. Now, Grim Knight, of course, comes from the Batman Who Laughs storyline. Him and the Batman Who Laughs have a pretty crazy relationship. You'll pretty much see him always around Batman Who Laughs, but he kind of was his henchman for a little while, his muscle, per se. But recently he has kind of broken out, and he's come out into different stories, and they're using him more in like different storylines and stuff. So one of the breakout characters from the Dark Knight Metal, of course I love all the Dark Knight Metal, is pretty awesome storyline. Now, McFarlane has been, of course, cranking out these figures, pretty quickly. I really enjoyed the Devastator, big chunky figure. Murder Machine, another one of my favorites, and another one that I will be customizing, so I'll do a video on that one later on. I just barely started, adding some paint to that one, so we'll see how it goes. Dawnbreaker, another one that I did customize, and I'll do a video pretty much like this one, but for Dawnbreaker. And then I have ideas for all the other ones that are going to come out, like the Merciless Wave and all that, where I want to do some custom around there. So I'll be doing a lot more custom videos, just because I've been having a lot of fun customizing and painting and stuff. It really takes a lot of stress off of me. So I've been doing a lot of that right now. So let's get into the Grim Knight. Now, another thing is that this pretty much came from some pictures I saw of the Grim Knight like statues that they made. And in the statues, they're not just solid black as the regular release from McFarlane. He's pretty much just black on black, like murdered out. And he's cool. I really love this figure. But when I saw those statue pics, where like it's a more like realistic look of the Grim Knight, where like he has pouches and stuff that are like different colors, it's not just black. That's kind of the look I wanted to go with. Now, I did see like a couple customs where they just did like a wash, like a gray wash or like a silver wash, and it was cool. It just that, to me, it looked like a dusty Grim Knight. That's all it looked like just a dust covered Grim Knight, and that's not really the look that I wanted to go with. Another thing was the cape that I wanted to add. And if you look in the different images of the Grim Knight, you have like flowing capes. You have like a tucked in cape that's really tight, like just tucked behind his harness and all that. But I liked kind of the one that was like a little bit flowing, but had a lot of like holes, like damage, like war damage, like bullet holes, shrapnel holes. And that's the look I wanted to go for. So I achieved this by ordering, what is it, Batman from Planet X, which is like from the Batman Legacy line. Now, I already have him up there on my shelf, but I just ordered another one. I think I got him, what was it? Maybe like $17. It really wasn't that bad, but I mean, I was basically just paying for the cape because that's the only part I wanted. So then I pretty much took it off of him, cut a little bit off because the top part wasn't going to work for how I wanted to do it. But then I added like a mixture of flat and gloss, which ends up leaving you like a satin finish. because the flat I didn't think it would work, and then I didn't want it too shiny, like too plasticky looking. So I went for the satin look, and it really came out really awesome. I also ended up giving this guy these two like pretty sweet Desert Eagles that I had laying around. They are silver. I was gonna paint them black, but then I really enjoyed how they looked in the silver finish, so that's how they're gonna stay. Um, uh, some different things I changed on this guy. Let's just take a look at them and go through it. Now, pretty much you could tell I added a lot of little like silver to the like uh, like parts of the harnesses and stuff like that. I added brown to some of the pockets. I didn't want to make them all brown in pouches, but some are. I even added like some military green to some of them. I added some highlights to that knife sheath that he has on his thigh. I did add some silver to the gauntlets, like the gauntlet blades. It's kind of hard to see, but I did add it. And then to the bat emblems that are on his knee pads, that's the only place I added silver. A little bit of accent there. I also added uh, a little bit of like gold around the eyelets of his boots, which actually came out looking pretty sweet. Um, like I said, the cape with the damage to it looks like bullet holes and stuff. It's pretty cool. Oh, what else did I do to this guy? Another thing too was like the original's head. He can only look up so high. Like he looks down pretty good, but when you go try and go up, it just looks pretty much like like straight perpendicular. But you can't get him to like really look up. So I did a little bit of modification to this one with my Dremel tool, and now he could pretty much look like straight up, like pretty much up, way more than before. So that was pretty cool little addition that I added. Okay, let's talk about the accessories. Now, the accessories that he originally came with was of course this like little submachine gun, and I went ahead and on my customized one I added a little bit of detail, just a little bit of highlights like red on the bottom of the clip, and just little, not too much, a little bit of silver like on the plate, on the side of the plate of the firing side of the gun. So that was pretty cool. Then of course he came with these grenade launchers, and both of them came out crooked from the package. But if you put them in hot water, they kind of like go back to their original form, and you could even like tilt it a little bit, and it'll come out pretty straight. So I did add some accents to my custom one, some silver, a little bit of red and gold. Pretty cool. I also added a hole in the front, and that is to add this blast effect, like just in case you want to add like a little bit of spiciness to it, which came out pretty cool. So that'll be actually this guy's weapon that he could use. I like to keep this guy the way he came out of the package, so he's gonna stay like that. Now you also have the arsenal packs that he comes with on his back, and of course the original release, it's just all black. There's no difference in color or detail to anything on it. But my modified one, I did add a lot of different paint to it. Now another thing I did is when you pull off that pack, of course the cape is left free from the hole, and I made this little like peg, just some parts I found in boxes and stuff. I made a little peg, and you could actually stick this peg in and it'll hold the cape if you don't have the pack in. So that was pretty cool little thing I added as well. And then if you look at my pack, I actually did the straps, added a little bit of silver highlights, some red. I painted in the machete with silver. That came out pretty sweet. And then I added a little bit of that military green, just like he has on him, just to like, make the same palette of different colors. Pretty cool. Pretty cool the way it came out. And like I said, this is my custom, so I could do whatever I want with them and add any paint and stuff like that. It's just something fun I like to do. But the cape also came out really nice. You look at the back, it's I like the damage that it has, and just awesome to mess around with. Go ahead and pull that peg out, and then put the arsenal pack back in. Get him back with his pack like that. So really happy with this guy. Like I said, I am going to be doing a couple of other customs. So besides opening up some new McFarlane figures, I'll be showing off these customs that I do every once in a while. I pretty much have Dawnbreaker almost finished, so I'll do him next. But then I'm going to work on my Murder Machine, and I am actually even going to do a modified version of Devastator. Not too much, because that one looks like there's not too much I could change on him, but there is one detail that I noticed that I do want to change. So I'm just sick like that.
God, you're sick.
I pretty much buy 3 figures of each from McFarlane. I mean, if I could see some kind of customizations that I want to do, I'll go ahead and buy 3, which of course one is for my McFarlane wall that I'm building with all my figures in box mint, and then one is the normal release without any alterations for the shelf, and then one will be my custom where I could just go crazy and do whatever I want with it. So anyways guys, that's my Grim Knight custom figure with cape and added paint. I also modified the head so that he could look up. Pretty happy with him. He looks awesome on the shelf, I could tell you that much. Pretty happy with the job I did. So I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Stay collecting. Stay hunting for figures. I'll see you guys on the next one.